first phase in any change is preparation. And as you prepare for the change, you have to get your mindset right. I think the first thing is you decide. Decide that you are going to make a change. And don't expect big things to happen. You do little things. And so as we prepare to get ready for this eating change that I'm talking about, there is some preparation. And in the book, he talks about detoxing your kitchen. And I certainly had to do this. And I started going through the stuff in my cabinets, and not necessarily getting rid of, but separating. And if you're like me, I have a husband he doesn't seem to really care about real healthy eating somewhat, but he likes to snack. And so I took a cabinet and made it specifically his. It's up there, and all of his stuff goes up there. Cookies, snacks, and all of that. And then underneath that are chips and that sort of snacky stuff. And out of sight, for me, out of sight, out of mind. And then there's certain things that I just don't tend to gravitate to. So first, you detox your kitchen. A thing that I started doing that really worked for me is I started reading labels. I was reading the book, and I was reading labels. Now, one of the things that shocked me the most, I think, was all the preservatives they put in seasonings. So I went to the health food store. Man, I was lost in the health food store. I had reading labels, and I was even more surprised to find out that even at the health food store, there's a lot of preservatives and a lot of stuff. And the book, Dr. Mark Hyman talks about the main ones to watch for. But, if it's not one ingredient or two ingredients, but there were so many things. Seasonings was the number one thing. So I started there because you want to season your food. I buy fresh, it's frozen at Sam's. And all it is garlic. But it's already been peeled and in little pods. And I, put it in the freezer, and I just take out what I need. I use fresh garlic so much of the times. Now, I did buy at the health food store. I'm going to get into my cabinet here. What I did was I ordered one of these from Amazon and put olive oil in it. It takes the place of your canned spray stuff. It has olive oil in it, and I can spray it, and it's not aerosol, it pumps. And then you spray your pans and stuff with that. I would buy the fresh from the health food store, put it in a mason jar, and I labeled it. And this is organic onion flakes. And then I had some allspices in jars like these. And so I would put the organic onion flakes and garlic flakes in these because they're easy to. Same with pepper. This is pepper from the health food store. And then salt. Real salt, sea salt, this Himalayan pink salt. But that's not what's in here. Real salt's what's in here. And those are the things that I use. I wanted to use a lot of, same with the garlic powder. So that's kind of my thing about seasonings. I have a few seasonings that my husband likes that I use that I don't use. And I've learned to streamline that. It's hard when someone's in the house with you and you're cooking for them and they are not eating whole foods. So, this detox, and this is just for a detox, But it's like anything else, like with your mental health. You have to get the mindset, and you work on that along with learning. It's all a learning curve. I really learned that seasonings with preservatives made a big difference in my nerve pain and inflammation. So that was one of the first things. Of course, sugar. Well, I was used to using Splenda and stevia some. And on the detox, you don't use those. And that was probably one of the hardest shifts, along with no caffeine. Well, I don't drink a lot of caffeine. I have 2 cups of coffee in the morning, and I pretty much stick to that. During the detox, I would drink about 3/4 of a cup of coffee, just because it's coffee. I got decaf tea. I mostly drink water, lots of water. Another thing is the mindset to, he really focuses on walking, and you walk every day. Not a long time, not, so I do some sort of body movement, usually I don't eat breakfast. That's controversial. I've done intermittent fasting, and in the mornings I'll drink my little bit of I drink my water first. I have a Yeti cup, and at night I fill it up with ice and water, and it sits on my nightstand, and when I get up in the morning, and that's the first thing I do. And then I take my dogs out, and I go outside to set my Arcadia rhythm. I hope I said that right. But sleep is so important. There's main factors to health, and that's sleep, the food you take in, moving your body, and the mindset. To stay away from negative thinking, negative self-talk, to go in a positive mindset, because it lowers the anxiety. Anxiety increases cortisol. Whole food eating lowers anxiety. So this is all tied together. I am going to incorporate rebounding, and just waiting for my rebounder to get here, and that will be very exciting. So this is another step in getting ready to do the 10-day detox, which I will start around the end of July, and it will be 10 days with a video each day about each section in the book and the topic. So I hope you enjoy coming along on this challenge with me, and any questions or any things that you have. I am not a doctor. I am not a diet expert, nutrition expert, any of that. I am not a personal trainer, but I have the experience of getting healthy and staying healthy for longevity and vitality as I move into the later years of my senior life. And so I hope you join me. Like I said, I'm excited about this, and I hope that you can benefit from some of my experience in trying to live a healthy life. And remember to be you on purpose.